Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and here I'm doing a commercial job. And if you are a regular watcher of my videos over the years, this will be a place that you recognize because I've been coming here for many years. I just vacuumed it all, and I used the Hoover Conquest. Here it is. The carpet didn't actually look like it needed to be vacuumed, but that's what I picked up. It's about up to here, so at least a quarter, maybe a third full, which is a little bit surprising. And as usual, what I pick up in there, it's just black, absolute black. So anyway, so it took me about an hour to vacuum, and I was very thorough. Did every inch. This carpet is actually pretty old. I think it's about 15 years old. And as I say, I've been cleaning it for about 5 years. I believe they had it steam cleaned a couple times before I came along, and it wasn't looking great. Stains and blotchiness, etc., from the usual steam cleaning scenario. But anyway, I cleaned it for them, and I've been coming back every year ever since. And of course, it comes up wonderful, except what's happening is the seams are actually pulling apart a little bit, and this is a carpet that really wants to run, so yeah, you've got some issues. I just snipped some sprouts off here and there, so anyway, yeah, as I say, I do this every year. This is a Saturday, and I spend a Saturday here for, well, not a whole Saturday. It only takes about half a day, I guess. And we got the office buildings, or offices here to do. This couch wasn't here last time. I may have to move this a little bit to get around and behind this table, I think. Yeah. Anyway, now one thing I wanted to point out about this, by the way, before I'll show you this first. In this office here, this has been like this ever since I came here. I guess either he never. Oh, he does have a plastic thing here, but I guess initially the guy that's in here never had the plastic protector on the carpet, and the wheels of the chair just destroyed the carpet. It's yeah, totally delaminated and everything, so I have to be very careful when I come in here at the machine, of course. But anyway, the plastic, this will be going back over top of it anyway, so it's not a big deal, because he did, I guess, realize that he needed the protector on there. And so that's the worst wear patch on the whole place, actually. Oh, there's another sprout right there. But anyway, one thing I did want to talk about here was the experts in this business will tell you that if you're going to clean a carpet with a method such as this, where you're not using say hot water extraction or whatever, what they'll tell you is that every 2 or 3 times that you clean it, you are supposed to come in and use steam cleaning and flush it out of flush the carpet, because if you don't, they say that you'll get a buildup of soils in the carpet, and you'll get traffic lanes and blotchy areas, and the story. But if you've been watching my videos over the years, you'll know that I have shown many carpets that I have been cleaning for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and none of them show any buildup of soil, and they're not getting steam cleaned. In fact, if this carpet had been getting steam cleaned every 2 or 3 times, I guarantee you that it would look pretty bad right now. You'll be looking blotchy and uneven, and because it would wick, because that's what happens. Whereas when you're using a method such as this, where you're transferring the soil out of the carpet, the SETT method, soil extraction transfer technology, if you're using quality cleaning products and you're using right technique with your machine, whether it be a rotary or an OP, whichever, it doesn't matter, you will never have to steam clean that carpet. And I've shown this many times over the years. So let's just put that one to rest. Okay. But anyway, let's give it a clean. I'm using an AstroTurf. It's the first time I'm using the AstroTurf on this carpet, actually. But I've been using the AstroTurf a lot more in the last few months, and liking them a lot. I think they're a great choice for commercial anyway, and in many cases they're a great choice even on residential. So this is my older rotary, my 21 years. This one, I think. Anyway, it's pretty old, but beautiful machine. By the way, the current price for one of these machines with a tank, although it wouldn't come with this tank, but the tank that they have is just over $4,000 if you're looking at a Centaur Rabbit 3. And it's a wonderful machine. You might think it's expensive, but its versatility, its performance, its quality is absolutely unsurpassed. Nothing will give you all the features that this machine will give you. And by the way, the machine weighs, without the power cord on it, I believe it's about 74 or 75 pounds. So it's a nice weight. You don't want a machine that's too heavy. You start getting 90 pounds and more, it starts to get to be quite a bear when you're going up and down steps for residential. And of course you can see I've got the big wheels on this one. Mine is modified for that, which makes it just great for going up and down steps. In fact, this job here, I have a set of steps that I had to come up. There's no elevator. This machine is also very capable of doing over 4,000 square feet an hour in the right situation. And at 300 RPM, I'm getting 5 360 degree cleaning passes per second on the carpet. Just slightly too low. This one has the handle release at the bottom of the handle, but the newer ones have it at the top. I use this machine for my commercial work. I have 2 of these. The other one is the newer one, which is used for my residential work. And this one I have it sort of what I choose usually to use for my commercial work. Now, back to the using a hot water extraction to flush your carpet after a few cleanings. I think that one of the reasons why it's not necessary to do that is because with this type of method, where we're transferring the soil out of the carpet, with the SETT method, I am removing virtually all the visible oils and soils from the carpet with the transferring of the soil out of the carpet onto the pad. Now, if I was to encapsulate, where I would just be using, say, a fiber pad or a brush, often a lot of guys out there, of course, using the Cymex machines. And the Cymex machine is a straight encapsulating machine. All it does is scrub and apply your solution into the carpet. But there's no extraction. There's no, well, although you can put extraction pads on them, most guys aren't going to bother with that because it just doesn't work that well, because there's not enough. The pads end up being too small, and it just is not very efficient. But so most of the time, guys are just using either the brushes or fiber pads and just straight encapsulating. And if you were just encapsulating, and you could do that with a rotary, of course, as well. If I just put a brush on here, I'd be just straight encapsulating if I didn't run over it with a absorbent pad after, or if I put a fiber pad on here. So if that's what you're going to do, all you're doing is dissolving and agglomerating the soil, but the soil remains in the carpet, and the cleaning solution, the encapsulating solution, as it dries, will hold the soil in suspension in a crystalline form, as it were, and then subsequent vacuuming will pull it out of the carpet. Or at least that's the theory. And so I could see that if that's how you're going to clean a carpet, that over time, repeatedly cleaning that way, I could see you getting a buildup in the carpet, because you're not actually removing anything from the carpet other than what comes out through vacuuming after the fact. And the problem is, here's the problem, as I see it anyway. I remember about probably 25 years ago or so, I saw my first Cymex machine. I was aware of their existence because I knew Ed York, who was the guy that kind of, I guess, introduced them to everybody initially. But he's a friend of my dad's. But anyway, one of my brothers brought one in, and he had it in his shop, actually. And I went over there one day and to see this machine, and we were running it a little bit on a carpet right next to him, next door to my business that was there. And I remember, watching it, and I saw how it worked. I understood exactly what it was doing, and I could see that it had great agitation and everything, but I realized this was simply not something that interested me at all, because I thought, no, I don't like the idea of leaving everything behind, which is what you're doing. It just, and the other thing is that what's funny about it is encapsulating is shampooing. Rick Galinas is a genius, a marketing genius, really. I mean, he took shampooing, called it something different, encapsulating, said, no, the rotary's no good. The Cymex is the way to go because it's a superior machine. All it is a rotary with 3 heads, basically. But I thought it was pretty funny that all of a sudden everybody who would say, oh, shampooing bad, is actually shampooing. I find it funny. I just do. And there's been encapsulating cleaners out there many, many years before the encapsulating came on the market. They just called it something different. They called it crystallization. And there's products out there. I remember my dad back in the late 70s used to have a product. And actually there was even the Von Schroeder cleaning products are encapsulating products. And that's been around for, decades. But they didn't promote it and position it in the market in the way that Rick Galinas was able to do. And he did a brilliant job. And I'm not being critical of him. I think it's great. It's just shampooing with a different name. It's scrubbing with a machine that basically is doing the same thing as a rotary, only with 3 heads instead of 1. 3 small heads. And hey, it works. But if you just encapsulate carpets with your Simex, or if you're using a rotary or whatever, I can see that over time, since nothing is getting removed, and you're relying upon the vacuuming after the fact, and the encapsulating characteristics of whatever product you're cleaning with, that's why I could see that it would be, in a lot of cases, probably necessary to put a steam cleaning on the carpet. And it's probably more a reflection of the fact the carpet is getting encapsulated, and maybe the encapsulating product isn't that great, because they're not all that great. Some are better than others. But anyway, I have shown many times in my videos, and here's a case in point where I've been cleaning a carpet for years, and there is clearly no buildup of soil. There's no dark traffic lanes. There's no reappearing stains. There's no problem at all with the way these carpets, and any carpet that I clean, stays clean. It simply works. Hello.
You're working here. I didn't. I thought you worked yesterday.
No, this is the day.
Okay. I just grabbed my stuff. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Huh. Interesting. Some guy just appeared. But anyway, yeah, my point is that the common thing you'll hear is that every once in a while, every 2 or 3 times, if you're using a low moisture method like this, you should, to do it properly, flush the carpet. And my response to that is, absolutely don't. If you're using quality products, proper technique, you'll never have to steam clean the carpet. So there you go. That's my 2 cents on that. For what it's worth, anyway. I'm sure there's those out there who would completely disagree with me, and that's fine. This has been my experience, and I've shown it many, many times in my videos that it simply is not necessary to do the steam cleaning on these carpets, as long as you're using quality products and a good technique. And a rotary is a great choice for doing this. I actually have cleaned this carpet a few times with my OP machine. I know I've done it with the Orbitec, but this is better. It's easier, it's faster, it's more nimble. The results are completely, well, they're great, because it works fine. I think I've recorded this, posted this at least 3 times over the years, maybe even more. so easy it is to use this machine. And that's the thing. The Simex does have the advantage, by the way, of you can hand it to a very inexperienced person, show them the basics of how to operate it. Within half an hour or an hour, most people would be quite comfortable with using it and do a fine job encapsulating anyway. Whereas the rotary definitely takes a lot more of a skill to be able to handle it and to maneuver it. To really get even cleaning out of it, you really have to be completely attentive to what you're doing all the time. It's a machine that does require a greater skill level to get the best performance out of it. But once you get the hang of it, yeah, I don't think you go back. You just can't beat this nimbleness. You know, it's just an effortless machine to operate. You see, I'm just holding it with one hand. And the shower feeding is absolutely a superior way to go. I know that there's machines out there that spray. No, sorry, this is much, it's just so simple. Now what's happening is I'm actually pulling the valve on only when I go to the right, because the spray actually comes out just on the 4 o'clock position on the pad down there, and it sort of spurts out to the right a little bit. So I pull the trigger and go over it as it comes out. Yeah. You see, that would have been a very awkward area to do with an OP machine. Very awkward indeed. So we'll head down this way, and we'll stop when I get to the end here, and we'll take a look at the pad. So what I'm doing is the trigger's on and then off. Trigger on and then off. All I need to do is just keep that pad a little bit damp. That's all you need. I'll probably use less than 2 gallons for this whole job, by the way. Maybe 2 gallons. The carpet really isn't showing not really showing any soiling at all, actually. So it'll be interesting to see if I've got anything transferring onto this pad. Possibly I won't, or virtually nothing anyway. I mean, it's brightening up and getting freshened up and all, but there's no visible soiling here, just none. Okay, let's give a look here. Oh, it's getting dirty. It's fairly dirty. Okay. I'll continue on. This is looking great. That's all done. So I got this area to do. This goes pretty quick. So I'll let you go. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.